can have Gary's money and I'll take my Zach.
Go Zach.
What I do?
There's only 2 episodes left until the mid-season finale.
How much did he want?
$200,000.
And next Wednesday,
Don't you just want to be sure?
Aaron.
have they learned from their mistakes?
You haven't. We are definitely not even.
Or will their past
He's a good guy.
Did you forget what he did to us?
come back to haunt them?
What are you? I'm out now.
Tyler Perry's Sistas, all new next Wednesday at 9.
Hello. Thank you to some dedicated followers who sent me the promo for next week's Sisters because I'm doing it early. Season 4, Episode 9, entitled Counter Punch. When faced with a troubling situation, Zach has to put his trust into Jake to correct it. And you know the difference between the Oval and Sisters when it comes to these previews specifically, the in-credit promo as well as the full 30-second. But Sisters, I have a full page of notes here. When it comes to the Oval, I barely have half a page. So, if you are excited for next week's episode, I mean, literally, I just hope the momentum continues. I hope each episode, gets better and better each week. But keep in mind, this is episode 9, and as the promo said, there's only 2 more episodes till the mid-season finale, meaning that episode 9 and 10 are the 2 episodes, and then episode 11 will be the finale. So we only got 3 more Sisters Wednesdays before they go on hiatus. But look, let's be real here. Sisters won't be off the air that long. I definitely don't believe it will be off the air for too long whatsoever. They're probably going to end up filming season 5 in the near future. I don't know for sure, but it's just something that I could see them doing. So hit the thumbs up button to show you're excited for next week. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe because, well, we hit 200,000 subscribers, but folks, we need to keep on moving. As soon as we get to 250,000, that's 250,000 subscribers right there. Hit the bell icon and select all. That way you are notified whenever I post content on the channel. And in case notifications aren't coming through, you may need to unsubscribe from the channel, subscribe again, and then reset the notifications for it to work. So let's jump into this promo. Okay. So, believe it or not, despite the fact that the synopsis is really Zach focused, there's really only one scene related to Zach in terms of seeing him on camera, and that's when he's in a jail cell. Unfortunately, we're in a jail cell. And for the 3rd time in the series? Yeah, the hotel break-in, getting arrested for the credit card, and now for this, well, we honestly don't even know what charges it is. A cop comes up saying, hey, your lawyers are here. And we see Jake and another character who I have no idea who this is. But he's saying, if I'm going to help you, you have to tell me what you know. I'm partially thinking this is all some sort of setup due to the fact that we don't know what the charges are. I mean, are we to assume it is about the stock? Because Jenna didn't say squat when, she said, Zachary Taylor. I hope that I got the name right. You're Zachary Taylor. Why does that sound like a name I know from something? Anyway, Zachary Taylor, you're under arrest for what? Hopefully they show us in the next episode during the beginning scene, as opposed to just, the next time you see Zach, he's already in jail. But let's just assume it's the stock, because part of me is like, is this some elaborate scheme concocted by the likes of Hayden just to get Zach to incriminate himself by admitting to the insider trading? Because remember, when Hayden approached him at his house it was the finale of season 3, Zach ain't say nothing. So this could be Hayden's way of getting him to squeal, hence why he's getting Gary to, constantly ask him, so how'd you know about this stock? How'd you know about this stock? We'll just have to wait and see. Aside from that, let's see here. Okay. So Andy's all, I love that penthouse. It's where I belong. Fatima's like, let me understand. He just bought it for you? And Andy's like, in my name. And it's funny because Fatima goes on to say, you can have Gary's money. I'll take my Zach. Andy's like, go Zach. And that's something to remember because before Zach had a pot to piss in, Fatima was already falling for the guy. So him having all this money is just the icing on the cake. That's pretty much it. Okay, so Bio shows up at the bank and he's interacting with Sabrina, and he says he's there to properly apologize and to ask her out on a date. And I'm wondering, wait, didn't Calvin already schedule a date with Sabrina? But then she's like, yeah, but I'll drive. That way you can't leave me behind this time. So I don't know when exactly their date was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be last night, but they probably rescheduled because Karen called the sisters meeting at Andy's place. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. But regardless, after Bio leaves, Maurice is saying, so how much did he want? And Sabrina's like $200,000, which we know Bio owns a whole restaurant franchise or whatever, the Wine Room. But if you remember from season 4 character profiles, Bio is actually an African prince. So this is basically like Coming to America. But my question is this. Didn't Sabrina tell Maurice about talking about confidential information? Like, you know, when Maurice blurted out, Chris the bartender was like, you and your funky little $400 in your account. I mean, maybe it's not against the rules, but I don't know. The rules are just so inconsistent. Also, side note, during the promo, I noticed that there are moments where you can clearly see people in the bank as well as people in the salon, so where Karen works, so I just wanted to point that out. So I guess the question is what the plan is for Sabrina and Bio will be moving forward. They're probably going out on the date. So Sabrina tells Maurice about the Q situation. This is probably something that happens early in the episode, I'm guessing here. Do you know about Q? And Maurice like, I don't want to hear it. And then Sabrina, well, I'm not going to lie. The way she did this was pretty sexy. The way she kind of like grabbed Maurice and kind of pulled him in tight. Holy shit. I know he's gay, but if I were in his position right there, Sabrina's like, well, you need to because corporate thought you were involved. And Maurice is like, what? Continuity there. Sabrina told Maurice that already. It's like, look, Maurice, do you know how I had to, beg and plead and explain your case to corporate to let them know that you had nothing to do with the Q situation? So Maurice entertaining the whole, well, he's a good guy. And Sabrina's like, did you forget what he did to us? So later on, as predicted, I think Calvin is in the apartment and he's like, what are you? And Q's like, I'm out now. Because Calvin surprised accused the apartment. So this dude is still doing criminal activity because he either A, broke in, or B, he had an extra key aside from the one that he gave back to Maurice. I don't care about this shit. I really don't. You already know I don't care about this Q Maurice Calvin nonsense. It's ridiculous. Alright, so Aaron is at the salon and he's saying, did you see the timeline? Because I'm guessing he probably texted it to Karen. I mean, seriously, I do that stuff all the time with I don't even want to say fans, but I'll just say fellow fans and my followers, subscribers. There are a good amount of y'all. Maybe I should start a Discord. I've heard those are like, giant chat rooms, but yeah, because I chat with a lot of people about this theories and whatnot. So I'm guessing he probably sent over like a whole detailed timeline to Karen about, hey, here's the day I caught you and Zach, and then here's the day that me and you did it. So it's quite possible. But regardless, Karen's like, I will let you know when I see the doctor, okay? And to be fair, I do see Karen's point. Like, don't worry me about it. But at the same time, if I were Aaron, I would be pretty concerned too, because, hey, there's a likelihood I'm the father, so don't dismiss that. And I'm not just saying that because I want you, but I just don't want, I'll feel bad if 9 months pass by, it turns out I'm the father, but I wasn't there to take care of you while you were carrying our child. So I can definitely see him being concerned. There's a difference between simping and being like, hey, I need to know if this is something that I'm actually involved with, because this could change my life just as much as it can change yours. So I'm actually on the side of Aaron here. Okay. Then it looks like there's yeah, Aaron's like, don't you want to be sure? And then Karen's like, Aaron. So from there, Fatima and Hayden are in the parking lot, and we don't get the full conversation here, but Fatima says, you haven't. And I think the narrator said, like, have some people learned their lesson? And then Fatima's like, you haven't. And then Hades like, we're definitely not even. And then there are a bunch of non-verbal scenes where like Andy seems to be upset in her office about something. Aaron looks like he's sad in his vehicle, probably after he comes dejected from the salon. And you got Logan and Danny at the airport. And that's about it. But folks, that is the promo for next week's episode, Counterpunch. And yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks so much for tuning in. As I mentioned before, I've already done my plugs, like to subscribe, to like. If you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I will talk to you soon.